Until a vaccine is widely distributed, local governments will still be working, of course, to stop the spread. In California, for example, state health leaders there say 6.5 million people have signed up for a new contact tracing smartphone app. But that is just a small portion of the nearly 40 million people who live there. News Nation's Nancy Liu going in depth on the program for us tonight. And Nancy, how are they going to get more folks there in California to sign up?
Well, Rob, public awareness is a big piece of that. The app launched last Thursday, and as of today, the State Department of Public Health tells News Nation 6.5 million Californians have opted in. That is just over 16% of the total population, 25% of the population with smartphones. So it is a fast start and enough to make a difference.
Right in your pocket.
Less than 4 days since its public launch, activation of the California Notify app is already closing in on 7 million. For many, it offers less fear of the unknown.
Right now, it's like everybody's a zombie. You know, you all have an infection, so you don't know who has it or if you've been exposed or if you have it, which is kind of weird, right? So at least some kind of certainty about what's happening around you. It's more than just wondering if you've been infected.
The same technology is in use in almost 20 states, but California is the most populous, and it's the home of Google and Apple, which work jointly to develop the platform.
You opt in or you choose not to, and there is no tracking.
Since that reassurance from the governor as he introduced the app last week, the opt-in rate of 25% so far offers some new hope.
This is a situation where something is better than nothing. Widespread adoption would, of course, be more useful than what we have now. But I do think that it's possible that we'll get there. And we have to remember, too, not everybody in California has a smartphone that's capable of running the software either.
Because of the system design, developers say there is no exact data on those who have opted in. The app uses Bluetooth to track when smartphones have been in close range for over 15 minutes. Users would get a phone notification should someone they've been exposed to test positive for COVID. And those notifying others of a positive test would be anonymous. But many Californians are skeptical for other reasons.
I just don't think it would be accurate enough for me to actually get in my car and go get tested. I'm careful, so I don't think I would be alerted anyway.
Ideally, the app would sway more people to isolate and get tested when necessary. Health officials say every preventative measure helps, especially now due to the swell of cases that have ICUs stretched to the limit.
When I looked at the dashboard this morning, there were 58 available intensive care unit beds in Los Angeles County, where there are 7.8 million adults. That's like one ICU bed for 135,000 adults. That's not a great situation for us to be in right now.
Again, the current opt-in rate for California's total population is just over 16%, and according to research by Oxford University, just a 15% uptake can cut infections by 15% and deaths by 11% because it uses Bluetooth technology. The information shared through the platform does not reveal identity or location. Live in LA, Nancy Liu, News Nation.